What's up, guys? It is Omari Malik here again on the Premium Artillery Page channel website. Wherever you're watching it, thank you so much for watching it. Today is day 105 of the 365-day drawing challenge, where every day for 1 year, I'm practicing my skills as an artist and, just kind of draw stuff. I'm a writer. I'm my own publishing company. I put out my own comic books. You can find my books on Amazon. And you can also find my books on my website, which is black2publishing.com. But you guys are here for drawing, so we're going to get straight into that. I'm going to preface this with, now that I'm including clips in the videos, and trying to do a little voiceover to tell you about what was going on. And, I have the time lapses. My phone did die while I was actually doing the drawing. So, I think it kind of got cut off a little bit. When I was doing the fingers or something, but wherever that happens, you will see me talking about it during the voiceover, and you'll see what I did. So please enjoy that section of the video. We're gonna take a pause. Well, I'm going to take a pause here so you guys can see me draw.
Okay, so I started with the head, then I erased it and restarted, and kind of started with the head and the face and moved on to one of the hands and put the hat. I do a lot of erasing, so as you see lines being drawn and then quickly edited, I feel like I erase more than I draw, or I kind of find the drawing in the erasing, or I don't know. I I almost want to describe drawing to me is almost like being like a sculptor. Like a sculptor will have a big block of clay, and then they just kind of remove some of the clay to get to the actual sculpted piece. So that's for me a big thing of doing a bunch of erasing. You see, kind of working on the fingers there. I had one finger position and adjusted it. The hands were kind of positioning them were giving me a little trouble, but eventually I feel like I got it together, and you'll see I kind of move around of when a certain piece gives me too much trouble, I'll literally just I don't want to say scrap it for a minute, but move on and kind of come back to it when I'm feeling more up to it, as far as bouncing from the head to the skull of the cane, staff, and then moving on to the face and really getting in there and doing all those teeth. Sorry for my big head being in the way of these videos, or at least these couple videos. I was trying my best to kind of not get in the way of my camera, but as is life. But so you see me putting some details in on the hat, and still with my head in the way. And I tried ears. The ears didn't come out the way I wanted, so I just was screw the ears. Got back to the fingers and kind of finalizing that hand. Had to start over. Yeah, like I said, man, I feel like I'm almost a sculptor. It's I'll erase something, start over, and just kind of highly critical, but trying my best, and doing it until I get it right. So, but the fingers ended up coming together. I think the detail with the nails, I was really proud of that. Went back over to finish the rest, and the lapel, and adding that other shoulder there to kind of make the drawing more balanced and stuff like that, and kind of cleaning it up a bit and giving him a little bit of a sleeve for his arm to pop out of. And from there, this next part is kind of me trying some shading. I'm not the best, so that's why I got rid of that quickly. And then from there, after a while, just adding in some more details and a little bit of shading, but not too much. I was I gotta get rid of that before the last kind of final piece was me going back over the drawing and kind of not necessarily inking it. I do want to start inking my pieces, but this is more so me kind of going over my pencils with a darker mechanical pencil, and just trying to pick those fonts. I will say it's kind of the equivalent of inking, but more so just me doing it in pencils, so I still can erase as necessary, but just me kind of finalizing the drawing. I normally draw with 0.5 lead and kind of a light lead. I want to say it's I forgot. I gotta look at my pencil gauge for the exact hardness of the lead, but I'll do a lighter lead, and then I'll come back in with a darker heavier lead to finalize it and not make the drawing as light and things like that. So it's kind of what I'm doing here, and, you know, finalizing everything, doing a little bit of erasing still to make some adjustments, but, you know, trying to get it done and trying to do the best I can. Like I said, with this, I'm really just practicing, trying to do my best, trying to, you know, improve. And this was definitely, I feel like I learned with every piece, and I definitely learned something here as far as, like, you know, trying something with the hands, you know, doing the face, doing all those teeth. But I hope it came out well. I'm proud of it. Not super proud, but, you know, it's all about trial and error, man. These things take time, and every day I'm trying to get better, and kind of, the eyes were a doozy.
You know, as always, you know, as you guys just saw, you know, my drawing. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any suggestions for things I can do. Also, you know, bear with me as I figure out this recording thing. We're gonna try to, and when I say figure out this recording thing, as I figure out how to navigate recording myself as I'm drawing. But I really appreciate everybody tapping in. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. If you're drawing along, please show me your drawings. I'd love to see them. Check out my comic books, buy my comic books, you know. Share this video with people. Please start drawing. That's what this is all about, man. So signing out, day 105, Omari Malik, Premium Artillery. Let's go.